Let's speak to ENCA senior producer Mark Klusener, who is in Maseru. Hi there, Mark. Now, we know that South Africa's Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa was mandated by regional leaders to find a lasting solution to the peace. Can we say at this point that he was successful in what he was mandated to do?
Well, certainly it would appear that there has been some success, but it is possibly too early for us to say that it's been totally successful. We'll know if it is going to be successful when we have these elections being held in February next year. The interesting point is the fact that the Parliament will be reconvened. That's likely to happen on the 17th of October. They're going to discuss budgets, and then they will ultimately dissolve in December, the first week of December, and we will have the announcement of an election date in late February. So this is basically what was required by the political stakeholders, and this is what they wanted. The interesting thing which we saw, though, was the security forces, which have been a big problem here. We've had a situation where we've had elements from within the Lesotho Defence Force basically not refusing to follow the political leadership. They've now been warned by SADC that they should become loyal to the people of Lesotho and not to any particular political party. We've also seen an announcement by SADC that they will maintain a presence here. They will have soldiers, they will have police, and they will have diplomats in Lesotho to ensure that there is this smooth transition towards the elections coming up in February next year.
Now, Mark, if you can just tell us about the parties which were involved in today's meeting in Lesotho.
Well, we had the three main coalition parties which are in the government, the coalition government, and of course we had the opposition parties. We also had representation from the various traditional leaders, and we had representation from the royal house. So there was a broad spectrum within Lesotho society which appeared here today, and they were the ones who have basically been given the mandate, or have given the mandate rather, for this to take place. And they are also the ones who SADC is expecting to ensure that there is this smooth transition to peaceful elections at the end of February.
I mean, we talk about a smooth transition, but we know that Prime Minister Thomas Thabane had been fearing for his life. Is there a sense of how he feels at the moment about what's happening now?
Well, certainly it was a very subdued-looking Thomas Thabane who was sitting next to Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa. He didn't seem particularly enthusiastic about much of what was being said. But the one thing which Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa was making clear was the fact that security forces, which have been the big concern of Thabane, need to start towing the line. It was not acceptable for the army or for the police to be engaging in a gun battle such as we saw on Tuesday night, and certainly they needed to start doing their main function, which was protecting and looking after the people of Lesotho.
All right, Mark, thank you very much for that. That's our ENCA senior producer, Mark Klusener, speaking to us there from Lesotho's capital, Maseru.